Hi everyone, this is Cat Coloring with another review, a somewhat shorter review of the Derwent metallic pencils. And this is the 20th anniversary limited edition gift set. So we have 20 nice metallic pencils here in this set. And as you all know, if you have followed me for a while, I got these for my birthday, but I haven't had time to use them or review them or anything. So today is the day, and I am going to be testing them in a little special project that I'm doing for Instagram, but more about that later. So let's get to it and let's swatch these lovely metallic pencils from Derwent. So as you can see, I have made my swatch chart here, and I have just printed it out on black cardboard. And then I have, drawn up all of the lines and written the names and numbers of the colors with a white gel pen. So it's much easier to see. And let's begin to swatch these colors. And the first one is silver. And since it's a metallic color, I just color all of this, and we can see that it is a very, very beautiful silver color. Very nice color indeed. Then we have this pewter, or how you pronounce it. And the sharpening went quite well. I only had to turn the handle once, and then they were completely sharpened. This feels like, oh, it's actually broken. I didn't notice that when I sharpened it. That's a bit weird. But you can see it actually broke. Well, okay. So we have one broken pencil after the sharpening. That was a surprise to me. You can see here that this pewter is like a sort of dark silver. Perhaps it should be some sort of a gray silver. Then we have graphite. So graphite is definitely some sort of gray silver here. And you can clearly see how dark it is when we lay down the color here on this cardboard. So this is a very dark color. And the reason why I am swatching these on this black cardboard is that these are metallic pencils, and the colors are not justified on a white paper. These are meant to be colored on not white background, but a darker background, blue or black or purple, or it could also be green or red, but not a white background, because then it simply won't. You won't see this metallic shine as well on a white paper, on a white background. And copper, also a very, very beautiful color. And then we have bronze. I have to say that they are a bit difficult to get out of the box. You can see here they are in some thick foam here, and they are not easy to, I will almost have to press a lot to get them out of this. So they are indeed very well protected, but perhaps just a bit too much when you want to use them. So I could imagine when I'm using them that I will simply pull them out from the box here, and then I will use them, so I don't have to almost fight with the box to get them out of it. A bronze here, you can see, very nice and deep rich color. Then we have antique gold. And it's always a bit interesting to see these gold colors, because some are really gold, and this one is, well, it's a lighter color than the bronze, but I actually think that it's more of a sort of brown gold than a shiny gold. And the gold color is this, and we can clearly see the difference here, because this gold color is bright and very shiny. Then we have the yellow, and the yellow here, it looks like a green, and also on the color of the lead. But let's see when we color with it, what color we get. Does it look like yellow? Oh, it's actually because I have to see it in the right light. So there you can see it. Yeah, well, in the right light, it looks yellow. But if I change the direction of the paper so that it gets more light from my window, it's not a yellow, more like a creamy color. So I think it really depends on the light source and how you twist and turn the paper, because now it looks yellow and now it looks cream. Interesting. And for the silver mint, I don't know if there is a mint to this color, because it looks just like silver. You can see we have the silver, sorry, we have the silver over here and the silver mint here. And the turquoise, I am expecting some color when I hear this name. And it has this sort of, not a turquoise tone, not even metallic turquoise. I actually think that my Castle Art metallics are more greenish in the color, but it is sort of a very light minty color. Now we have the green, and you can see here clearly that the green has more green color pigment in it than the turquoise. And the blue color. And this is clearly invisible blue in this direction. What if I... No, you can still see it's a blue color when I turn it towards the light. Ice blue. You would expect it to be a lighter blue color from the name. And you can see here that it really is a very light metallic blue color. Then we have the violet. And this violet, I have to say, is also a very light color. These metallics are very light, or perhaps it's because I have so much sunlight coming in from my window that it's actually quite hard to see. Perhaps I should have done this in the winter where it's much darker. But you can clearly see that the purple is truly purple in the color, a metallic purple. The violet looks like a very, very light color compared to this purple. I'm actually quite interested in how the colors are, not just because of this review, but because I'm going to be using them on this project, this picture I'm doing for Instagram and for something special, the silver rose. And you can see that it is sort of rosy in the color. You can see here. And then we have the pink. I would presume that the pink is a darker color, and it certainly is here. You can clearly see that this is a pink metallic color. And only 3 colors to go. The red one. And this is also a darker color than the pink. And you can see it's red, but it's actually not that obvious, I think. Or again, it could be that I have so much light pouring in of my window. The pink gold. Oh, this is a very bright color. It's almost as bright as the silver over here. And then we have the rose gold. And this is a darker color. And it's true, it's actually, it has some sort of pink reddish tone to it, but also a bit more of a gold tone. So the name is quite fitting here. Okay, so now that we have swatched them, we can see all of these colors. And as I said before, it depends on how much of a light source you have. So yesterday I filmed the swatching. And it was late in the afternoon, and I had the light pouring in of my window. And when I had it like this, so that the light from the window hit it, some of the colors simply changed. The yellow became more of a cream. But now we have this normal daylight. The sun has just risen a couple of hours ago. It's a little over 9. And here we have them. And I have just a little bit of light here on from my desk lamp. And now we can see the colors really. And I can see that I just swatched these in the order that they lay in this box. But I can already see that I am going to be changing the order that the pencils lie in, because here we have the yellow and the gold. Then we have the more orange colors here. We have the rose and pink colors over here and the red. And then we move on to the more green colors here and the blue and purple ones. And then we have the gray ones. You can clearly see now that I haven't got a sun in my face, that this is graphite. It is a gray color, a metallic gray color, whereas pewter and silver are more silver colors. Can also better see here now that, again, we don't have all of the light in, that these colors, silver, mint, turquoise, and green, they actually have green tones. I simply couldn't see it yesterday when I swatched them, that silver mint has some green in it. It was impossible. And turquoise is a turquoise color, a very light turquoise color and a more silvery turquoise color, but nonetheless a turquoise color. And the green and the blue are, well, they are a metallic green and blue. And the ice blue is a light metallic blue. So later, after I'm done with this video, I will actually swatch them again, and I will lay them in a more order after their colors where they belong. So, but for now, this will do. And now I will actually show you what I am currently working on. Just have to find it here. So I will just remove this. And this is Magical Dawn. And I will just zoom out so you can see this book better. Okay, so I hope that you can see this book a little bit better now. It's Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlson, no surprise there. But on Instagram, there is a color along, if you can say that, or if you color together, hosted by Barbara Color. And each month, a small group of colorists, I'm not a part of it, but they choose a drawing from this book. And then during the month of April, you can color this page if you have Magical Dawn, and then you can share it on Instagram so everyone can see this coloring of a certain page under the hashtag. And excuse my French, I only had French 1 year at school, so I'm not very good at it, but I think it's pronounced hashtag Colorion Ensemble Magical Dawn. And that was the best I could do. So pardon me, because I'm not very good at that. I had Spanish and German for a lot longer period in my school years than French. And of course, English. So this is the page that they chose. And this is a bit of a cheat, because I have already done a lot of prepping to this page. So for me, this is a WIP, a work in progress. So this is a lady. You can see I hope you can, because I use some dark colors on purpose. Her hair is over here. She has some sort of a crown on her head. You can see her earrings here. And you can see here her neck and some jewelry she has around here. And then out of her mouth came a lot of smoke here. Or it's not actually smoke, because I don't think that you can see it, but there are a lot of stars here. So it's like, and there are also a lot of stars here in her hair. So she's sort of like a sky lady, or star lady. And when I saw this, I wanted to use my distress, my Inktense, not distress, I don't have them, my Derwent Inktense, because I haven't really used them, and I wanted to see if the paper could handle the watercolors. And look here, it's a bit crinkly, but I know that I can iron my page, so it will get all smooth again when I'm done. But you can see here, there is actually no bleed through whatsoever with the Inktense. So I'm actually quite satisfied with the result of using the Inktense here. I have also colored her skin blue, and what did I use? I used I can't remember now, because perhaps you want to know. Yes, I actually used the iris blue as the lightest blue, and the deep blue as the darkest blue here in the face, and also the antique white. And then I used, for the rest of the blue, her hair is Lagoon. And here with this sort of, star bands or whatever coming out of her mouth and progressing here in the picture, I used a mixture of Lagoon and Peacock. So it's a very dark blue, and the background is just black. And I actually added 2 layers of color to the face, but only 1 layer here with the hair and this background here, and also this sort of smoke or whatever coming out of her mouth. And then I used the golden yellow for the crown here. And it's not done, as you can see, and that's I've been a bit inspired. There's a lot going on Instagram with galaxy white lines. I don't know who originally came up with it. I could have sworn that I saw a video of Olivia Odorant on YouTube some years ago, actually, where she did this. But right now it's Vervain Citron or whatever. She's also French, I think, and Fayenne, who are the Instagrammers who really do this, and a lot of people are following them. So this is not galaxy white lines, but I was actually inspired, and I thought, well, if you color this background with dark colors, what about using metallic pencils on them? So my idea for this page is that I want to do all of the details with my metallic pencils from Derwent, because I haven't tested them. And you can see that the colors here are very beautiful, especially if I turn it the right way, the blues and the greens. But I still have to choose colors, and I'm not quite sure. I really like the golden one, so I think that up here I will use the gold pencil. But for the rest of it, I have no idea yet whether or not I will just use one color or if I want to use several colors, because this is a test, of course, with this dark background. There's no use testing them really on white paper, because they won't give the right shine with the white paper background. So I think that perhaps I will use the blue for the hair, and then silver for the stars here. And I will also be using, I think, perhaps some white acrylic or other, because there are also a lot of stars, but also a lot of dots here. You can't see them, but there are a lot of dots, and I think that I don't know if I want to color those white or not. So I still need to figure out some things, and I need to color the lady first, the rest of it. I also will be using down here, I think, some glitter gel pen from Pentel, the Sparkle Pops. I love them. So this is going to be a glittery page. Perhaps I will also add some stickles, because I have actually got some stickles during the winter month. So let's see. But first off, I will finish this lady, and then I will begin using the Derwent metallic pencils, and we will see how they really perform on a page like this with a watercolor background. Okay, so I have chosen some colors. I don't know if I have chosen all of my colors, but I have chosen to try the gold number 7 and antique gold number 6 for the crown. So I think that I will just start with the crown. And it's these two colors. Antique gold is quite a darker color than the gold. And I think that I will use that to add some shadow to the crown. So if I just color the shadow areas, and it's actually meant to cover the entire crown. So I'm actually quite excited here. I have no idea how this will turn out. So this is sort of an experiment, but definitely some shadow around this. I think it's some sort of gem in this crown. And it's actually quite easy to color on top of the crown. So if I take the gold, you can see I had an accident with the blue colors here. So you can still see or sense some of the background here with the golden yellow that I used for the background. So I will just color the centerpiece here of this crown. So if we just concentrate on this, if I just hope that you can see, we can actually see it's metallic. And I think that we can also see the color differences between the darker antique gold and the gold that I used here. This is not finished, not by a long shot, but we can see that they are metallic. Now this gold is a somewhat light background. So I think it will look a bit different when I begin coloring in the hair and the stars here, and also on the black background. But we will find out later. So those were the golden colors that I wanted to use here. So I will just finish this later. And then I chose the blue and the ice blue, blue number 12 and ice blue number 13, because I wanted to add some more color to the hair. The hair is so dark and it's a bit hard to see where the hair is compared to the background. So I actually just wanted to add with the blue to just sort of mark the lines here in her hair. So no black lines for this, and I do it with a sort of a bit light hand here. And here and there I will just add a bit of color. And I do this to sort of make it look like it's, you know, more alive and not just lines. So I don't know if you can see it, so I will just take it up here. Oh, here. The blue is actually, now that I have done this, it's actually quite a dark color. So I can see up close that it lightens a bit, but I actually think that the blue is too dark a color, so I will just use it to create some shadows here. And I will actually switch to the ice blue to try to see if this makes a difference. I mean, when the light hits the paper, I can clearly see this. And remember that this is an experiment. So I have absolutely no idea what this will look like. I have an idea, but I haven't tried this before. So when I look at it now, so if I sort of remove my light source from the lamp, I can clearly see it down here. You couldn't, because I think that it was too shadow, but I hope that you can see it here. Yeah, you can. You can see here that it becomes more clear now with the ice blue. So I think that I will continue with the ice blue in the hair. And I will combine the ice blue with the silver, with the stars in her hair. So I will leave the gold to the crown and use the silver for the stars. And those dots here, I think that I will do them white with a Posca pen or some acrylic paint or whatever. I will find out that in the end. And I will continue with the silver down here. And also, I think the ice blue here with this sort of fog or smoke or whatever coming out of her mouth. And those here on her cheek, I think that perhaps they should be marked out with a white gel pen. Because she has some light spots in her, or places here in her face with the nose and up here, so I think that they should be white, and perhaps with a layer of stickles on top. So I will experiment with the stickles. And this one down here, I think that I will use the silver and perhaps the pewter number 2 to this jewelry, and some glitter gel pens for these gems here. So it will be quite a metallic and sparkly glitter page when I'm done with it. But you can see here, gorgeous colors. And when you use the right light colors, be careful with a darker color on a dark background. It's perhaps not, it doesn't stand out that much like a light color. They really, really work, I have to say. So I will just color a bit on, and then I will show you some of the results with these metallic pencils, and I will tell you how it all went, and we will discuss some prices and where to get them if you can buy these. Okay, so this is as far as I've gotten now. So we have some progress here. You can see that I have colored with the ice blue, both this sort of fog or smoke, and in the hair. Can see here that I have also added some glitter gel pen for the gems here, and the pearls also, and the ring here in the nose, and you can see here that I have colored, well, actually can see here the lines with the metallic pencils very nicely. Also just colored this with the metallic pencils. Here you can see the glitter. So I am certainly not done, but let me tell you that these pencils from Derwent, these metallic pencils, are very, very soft. And it is absolutely a pleasure to work with these pencils. They are soft and smooth, and I'm almost going to say this, creamy. They are creamy. Almost like a Prismacolor, I have to say. They are so nice to work with, these pencils. And you know, I also have the Castle Art metallic pencils, and they are certainly harder on the paper, and it's absolutely no problem coloring on top of this watercolor here. No problems at all. So this has been a very nice surprise that the Derwent metallic pencils lay down so easily and beautifully on the paper, and also are easy to color with on top of watercolor and paper, and especially in this Hannah Carlson book, it's very, very easy to use them. So very, very good pencils, I have to say. Okay, so to sum up, these Derwent metallic pencils are absolutely wonderful. They are soft and creamy and very easy to work on. They look gorgeous on these black or dark colored backgrounds. The colors are very beautiful. And they are very easy to lay down because they are so soft and creamy. But where to get them? Well, if you live in the United States, I haven't been able to find them on some of the big sites. Anyway, both Amazon.com and eBay.com, they only have the set with the 6 metallic pencils, at least on eBay. On Amazon, they had a set with 12 pencils and then 6 metallic paints, so it's some sort of mixed media set you can get. And I think it cost, oh, I can't find it now. Yeah, I think it cost actually almost $51, and there's only one left in stock, it says. And then the 6 set of coloring pencils. So that's not much. I actually found on the English eBay site that you could buy a set of 12 metallic pencils, and that is actually the normal set from Derwent with the metallic pencils. That was the set with the 12 pencils. So this 20th anniversary limited edition has these 20 pencils, and you could only buy them for a limited period of time. So it's actually quite hard to get them in a lot of countries. But there is actually hope. On penstore.com, it's actually a Swedish store, and I usually just go on penstore.dk, but they do have an international site, penstore.com. And if you choose international, you can also choose different countries like France, and I actually think it's the Nordic countries, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, but also Ireland, France, Germany, and the Netherlands, and then international. So they do ship international, and I know that because I asked them a couple of months ago. So they do ship internationally if you want these, and they have this set for 45 euros on penstore.com. If you live in Denmark, you could always try hcfarver.dk. I will write it down here on the screen. And hcfarver.dk is my go-to place to buy Derwent, because they have so many different kinds of Derwent products, and a lot of them are actually on sale almost all of the time. I bought my Derwent Inkpens with more than 50% discount. I know that the Lightfast, they are not on sale, but the Chromaflows and some of the other coloring pencils they are also on sale, some with a 64% discount and some with a 51 or 54% discount. So you can actually save a lot of money if you live at least in Denmark and perhaps also the Nordic countries by buying Derwent at hcfarver.dk. And as I said, penstore.com is your go-to place if you want this exact set, because I know that you can still get it there and they are still in stock there. They are not sold out like they are so many other places. So that was it. This was the review of the Derwent metallic pencils. I will later make a colored pencil comparison and compare them to the Castle Art metallic pencils that I know a lot of other people have. I also have them, and I did a review of them a couple of months ago, and you can find it on my channel in the playlist Reviews. So, if you want to see the result of my coloring in Magical Dawn, well, you will have to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, because I will post the finished pictures on my Facebook page and on Instagram. So if you want to see what it looks like in the end, then you have to go to Instagram or Facebook to see it. So that was it for today. I hope to see you in the next video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you want to see more videos about reviews and tutorial color alongs and a lot of other stuff that I do. So have a very nice day. Happy coloring. Bye.